Enforcement will pause until President-elect Donald Trump takes office. January 20, TikTok took itself offline. A message appeared on the app informing users, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now, and expressed optimism about Trump's pledge to reinstate the app with a 90-day extension. All right. So with that, let's get into the first segment for today. I got a lot to say. Where is it? What does this have to do with mental health? So first and foremost, we know the definition of mental health is a study of how we act, think, and feel. And as I stated in the title, they didn't say it, but people crashed out. People were calling 911. They were going through it. Mental health wise, as far as like, if this is your source of income and only source of income, I'm not going to say you should crash out, but I could understand because it's like, okay, what do I do now?
Right.
No, I can't even understand that, honestly.
You don't understand why somebody would be like,
no, because we've been talking about this thing for the longest. Where was your backup plan?
This is true. It wasn't like you woke up and just didn't know this was coming. They've been talking about
right.
6 months, huh?
Right. We've been talking, matter of fact, we've been talking about this for over a year. And for about 6 months, we knew that it was officially coming.
But they make these threats all the time, is I think what people really was thinking, that this was just going to be another threat that they made.
And but till they do it, it's always a threat until it comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing with that, I think, too. So I think that a lot of the people, again, I don't know, I don't work for 911, right? But
right.
I believe that a lot of the people that call are just consumers and not creators. And if nothing else, I believe that these type of situations happen to expose things within us. And this exposed that y'all have an addiction.
Yeah. Facts.
So now when you have an addiction to this, I hope somebody, and I'm sure at least one person woke up and said, dang, like I think I might be addicted. I might need to do something about this.
Right.
And,
I hope so.
And with it being January, January is typically the month people know, they go on dry January, they're not drinking, they try to cut back on things. If nothing else, let this be the message for your year to say, let me maybe just kind of put a pause or cut back on social media.
Yeah. You can't be dependent on social media like that. Like, we acting like this a drug for real. Like, it was only down for a couple of hours and people was crashing out, losing their minds behind, there ain't no TikTok. What do I do? Oh my gosh, what do I do? You do something else. Like,
the irony is YouTube has reels and Instagram has reels. So even if you needed to get your fix another way, I don't see why people crashed out on just TikTok. Like,
well, a lot of people talk about, I've heard the debates, and I guess I don't want to harp too much on this, but I have heard the debates like, well, Instagram and YouTube shorts or whatever, not like TikTok, because TikTok is like the originator and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I get it, right? I get it, but I'm just have to give both sides of the ball. So now let's move to the next segment. WWID, what would I do in this situation? Honestly, if it was me, I was actually thankful. Let me explain why. So I've been led to be more consistent with posting on YouTube. Like I said, it's doing well for me, and it's easy to stay consistent when you see numbers. So that's just for anybody.
We see you.
TikTok is hit or miss. Instagram is like pushing me to the edge. All my friends are dead. It don't work for me. But TikTok is very consistent for me. YouTube is consistent. TikTok is spotty. But I've noticed when I'm more consistent, it's better. And so I was kind of happy because I'm like, okay, I ain't got to worry about posting clips on TikTok because it's down.
You good.
When I'm driving,